Okay, some girls are the butts to the centaurs, and I did mention that because I had a few interdimensional experiences about that. But some girls are the butts to centaurs, and they're supposed to go into goo and then share my eyes or share the head of the centaur's eyes. And basically, most of the girls that are called like basic bitches or like butter faces or like unattractive or like she's got a 10 body but butter face, you know what I mean? Like all those types of girls, like, oh my God, like, and like those girls that are like think that they're like so pretty, like the girls that like literally, and you're just like, the girls that like are tall, like they're like 5'11" or something, and they think, oh, well, I'm tall. So that means I'm an actress and a model, like automatically. Like, forget about my personality, forget about my face, forget about my hair. Like, just the fact that I'm tall, that just means that I'm a model and an actress. Okay. I don't make the rules. Okay. So, like, those types of girls who are used to stealing my thunder in a multitude of ways. Okay. Those girls are usually the butts to the centaurs, the butts to my head. They're the butts to my head. And anyway, we're bifurcating. We're bifurcating because I overlap with the basic bitches. I had no clue. I had no clue that I overlapped with the basic bitches. Is it the Empress? You stupid people. Is it the freaking Empress, you stupid freaking people on Earth? Anyway, I know they have like the biggest ego in the fucking world. They like literally took that so seriously. I am the demon that lives inside of you. They like took that like so seriously. Like that was like one of my codes where they were like, let's just go with it. I am so down. Yeah. It's just like I don't know. I'm almost 45, you know what I mean? It's like so annoying at this point. It's like I mean, Hayden seems older than me now. Like, like he doesn't seem like a year younger than me, which he did like when we first started dating. And now he's like, he's had to mature so much. He seems older than me because of the basic bitches and stuff like that. Like freaking Rachel Bilsons of the world, like you're my butt. Rachel. Rachel, please calm down. You're my butt to my centaur, okay? You're my butt. Okay. I'm the torso, Rachel. I'm the torso and you're the butt. Just please calm down, Rachel. Please. Please, Rachel. Anyway, we're finally bifurcating. I saw it this morning. I'm so excited. I saw me and a bunch of Shannas bifurcating, if you have to know. She's my main basic bitch. Shanna's my main basic bitch, if you must know. I kind of had to like mold her into shape a little bit, but like she's pretty good now. She's pretty good now. Yeah. In case those FEMA camps pop their ugly head, I have to have my bestie be able to take care of me. You gotta take Ryan's position, so I had to mold her into shape. So, um, thank God it ain't Rachel Bilson making Hayden act older than me now, making Aiden act older than me now. My Aiden and my big. I got my Aiden and my big. Y'all know who my big is? Actually, technically, my big is Brandon. Because I said, "Where's home, Brandon?" He said, "I wanna. We need to go homeless." Where is home? Okay, y'all say home. It's just so annoying. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Did you look at the map? I want to show you the map. Okay, when y'all say, "I want to go home," point to some place on the goddamn fucking map, please. And stop just saying, "I want to go home." Y'all are annoying to us aliens when y'all say that. Point to the place on the map you want to go when you say home. Don't talk to me like that in that tone. I want to go home. Which home are you talking about? Okay, anyway, so I said that to Brandon, but not in that tone. But I might have said it in that tone because I just did say it in that tone. Um, he said New York, sweetie. We have a penthouse in New York City. I said, oh, well, yeah, then I agree. We need to go home. Let's get the hell out of here. Anyway, I was going to say the runner up is Sebastian Stan, Mr. Sebastian. He's my bestie. Sebastian Stan is definitely my bestie, and I think it's funny that I heard him and Cap arguing the other night over who gets to marry me, and I was like, really, guys, again? Aren't we way past that point? I just heard it and I just ignored it. I was like, okay, guys, whatever. Like, seems we are way past that point, but go ahead and argue over who's going to get to marry me while y'all dealing with non existent girlfriends. I hate this fucking timeline. Okay, so, and, not Scarlett chiming in. There's so much to talk about. I had a dream about Sebastian. Let me write it down. Okay, I'm bifurcating from all the fucking basic bitches. I'm so happy because most of y'all are married to my basic counterparts. That makes me so happy. We have been dealing with them for way too long. Oh my God. I saw it this morning, guys. It's happening. We're bifurcating. Okay, they've been bothering us for a lifetime, it seems. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas to myself. Thank you very much, myself. I would like to thank myself for myself. Um, yeah, Jason Momoa's got a basic bitch as well. They all do. Let's go through the list. Jason Momoa, basic bitch. Chris Evans, basic bitch. Okay, she's the cutest one out of all of them, but I'd still say she ranges at basic. I really hated her when I first saw her, but I'm starting like I don't like her now because of the whole Peggy Carter incident and stuff like that. Like, what are you doing, Alba? But there was a point in time where I thought Alba was okay, and that's when she raised her head up out of basic bitch land. Okay. What else have we got? Sebastian Stan's girlfriend. She is the most basic one out of all of them. I think Annabelle is her name, or Annabella. I always get it probably wrong. I don't know. She's the basicest of the basic. She belongs in Connecticut. Okay, you know where you belong, Miss Annabelle. You belong in Connecticut. Okay. Okay. Who else is there? Leo. That's the most basic supermodel I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Victoria is the most basic looking supermodel I've ever seen in my goddamn life. She's like, look at my butt, mom. Okay, I told you your butt, didn't I? I like Victoria as well, but she looks very, very basic when you look at her. She looks extremely basic. I already told y'all you go into goo and then you share the eyes, okay, with whoever you're. I only got one butt, and it's probably Rachel Bilson, okay, because I hate that bitch, okay. Um, but it might be Victoria. I don't think it's Victoria, unfortunately. But I like Victoria a lot. But she's very basic for a supermodel. Okay, it's a- of all the supermodels, she's the most basic. She's the basicest one of the on the totem pole. Okay, let's move on. Um, that's why we're hiring Claire next season to help with the kids because it gets very hard for me when I start to get attached to my kids, for me to even like say anything at all, you know, remotely mean to them to keep them in line. I just do what I do with Mike. I just gotta ignore them for a little while. That's as far as I can go when I love my babies. Anyway, I did good this morning with Victoria. Okay, okay, moving on. Okay, that's why. Oh, you can see I'm getting visibly upset because that's why Liz stopped over explaining her job because she felt the bifurcating. Yes, I did, Becky. I did very much so feel the bifurcating. Mm-hmm. I'm back with my friend group, you assholes. Okay, who else is there? Let's go down the list. Tom Holland, he's a two. Okay, he's a two. He's not a one. Um, I think Zendaya is not very basic, honestly. Okay. Um, who else we got? Tom, what's his name? Tom Hardy, my husband. I think his wife is not very basic. I think his wife is borderlines on Miss Lulu. She's got her own insecurities and stuff like that. But I think she's probably the best one, probably out of the wives club. Oh, I said her name. Okay, anyway, did I say it before? I don't remember. Who else is there? Um, I already said Miss Shanna's. That's my main basic girl. Um, it works good when it works good because she likes to take care of me like a child. So there's that. She's kind of like Ryan in that way. All right, who else? Chris Hemsworth is also number two. Elsa, she's like a basic version of me, isn't she? You know what I mean? She's like a basic version of me. I mean, you can't get much more clear than that, right? What else? Yeah, that's great, isn't it? What a great Christmas present. That's why we're bifurcating, Claire. I had enough. Who else is there? Jason Momoa, he's like he got the most basic one. She's also the most basic one. Um, who else is there? Travis, I don't think Travis dates. Travis is like me. He waits for the New World Order. We wait for the New World Order with our autism. He's like Adam. He's a lot like my brother. He keeps himself busy with his hobbies and listening to his sister and stuff like that. All right. I'm sure he's in there. Okay, what else? Who else is there? Oh, yeah, she's basic as fuck, isn't she? The other Jason Momoa, I always call him Jason Momoa, Jonathan Majors. His girlfriend, his fiance, who said, "Oh yeah, I'm about to get paid," because she's marrying an Alyssa, right? So she's marrying organic energy. She's marrying a court man. He didn't hear that, right? Of course he heard it. So he switched into Darren, who's playing Mortal Kombat. So anyway, yeah, she's pretty. She's kind of pretty for being, but she is obviously basic. But she's kind of pretty, I would say. She's on the prettier side. But that's a basic sentence, though, isn't it? To say that's a pretty basic sentence to say I'm about to get paid because I'm marrying somebody from Alyssa's court. That's pretty basic. I think that's perjury of the court. You know, um, I think it's perjury of the court for Jonathan to be getting married at this point. But he probably felt forced to do it for some reason or other, which is very sad. um, yeah, I think Rihanna might make it to my court. I don't want to say any. I don't want to say. I don't want to give anybody hope because look at Beyonce trying to be the first family of the zombie apocalypse. That shit made me very angry. You know what I mean? You got to stop that with the accolades and stuff. All right, so I don't want to talk about Rihanna or anything like that. You know what I mean? Trying to be the first zombie family of the apocalypse. Beyonce, you can't even say Alyssa is my Lord and Savior. Why don't you start there, Beyonce? I know Beyonce and her family prays to me. I know Beyonce and Jay-Z and Blue Ivy. I know they pray to me. I know they're pretty smart people. Okay, so why don't you start there? Why don't you start humbling yourself and say Alyssa is Lord. Alyssa is my Lord and Savior, and I pray to her. Okay? My coffee just tastes like pickles and a jalapeno. Alright, that's how real it is, y'all. It's not real. Yes, of course I'm worried about my fucking zombies, okay? Of course I'm fucking worried about my zombies. What do zombies eat? I was crying about it. I was at a party last night in New York City. Okay? I was bilocating to a party in New York City last night, and I was crying on my bed, and my friends were comforting me because I was crying about my zombies, and they were like, "We'll help you with the zombies list." Okay, when talk about Julie, she's an honorable mention. Julie is Jeremy's sister, and she has been on again, off again, cool. Okay, actually, I think I have a video of her on my other YouTube channel. That's Julie. That's Jeremy's sister, and she's off again, on again, cool. And Jeremy is holding himself back so hard this morning. She has chilled out, Liz. He wants to say it so bad. He said she's a lot like Nebula now, and that's great. I don't know. I don't know what Jeremy's girlfriend looks like enough to say she. But I think she was pretty, or his wife. I think she was pretty, but I don't remember. I could be lying to myself, and she could be basic looking. I don't remember, to be honest. You know what I mean? They don't need you at their Christmas party anymore, do they, Liz? Exactly. I'm always there. I'm not always there, but I am there. Jeremy misses his cute, sweet little friend at the party. You know what I mean? And I miss being at the party. Um, my Swedish pouches. Swedish. I mean, I'm supposed to be at weddings this year. This is whack. Oh yeah. Tim has Kylie. That's right. I've jumped in Kylie's body a lot to be with Tim. I think I told y'all that. I don't know if I told y'all that or not, but at night when I sleep, which is not sleeping, which is interdimensional, um, I usually go into Kylie's body when they're together. He's not usually with her. He's usually with me because I always take over the body. Um, I've done that a bunch with Tim, and he showed off at like a new party with Kylie, and we'll see if I jump into the body or not. But yeah, it's never Kylie. It's never Kylie when they're together. It's always me. So how can I judge Kylie? She's not even there. Kylie's not there when I'm with Tim. It's me. I'm with Tim, not Kylie. I think I said that multiple times. So I don't know why I gotta judge Kylie. She's a stand-in model. I jump in the body to hang out with my husband. Y'all call them dreams, they ain't dreams. Okay, that's a. I did the same thing with Shanna for years, for the last 5, 6 years, whatever. Every time they're hanging out or whatever, her and Ryan. I jump in her body. Same thing, right? Okay, so that's why we're bifurcating from them. Thank God. I always jump in the basic bitch model. I always jump in her and to hang out with my husband, and that's not fair to me. Okay, it's not fair to me, the actual real princess. That's why we're bifurcating from you, y'all. Right? I'm never in Kylie's closet or anything like that. I'm always just with Tim. You know, they're like, why don't you send yourself some stuff from her closet then, Liz, if you're in college? I'm never in my closet or like at my checkbook. I'm just always with Tim. That's what's important to me, I guess. So there was a lot that happened last night. It's already been 20 minutes in. Okay, well, there's a lot to talk about. Oh, that's an old one. Okay. Hebius Globan. Did I say that yesterday? I don't want to go back and watch my video from yesterday, but I think that's what I said, right? Okay, Hebius Globan. That's Ryan's vampire self. Is Hebius Globan? Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I'm not. But whatever. They clean it. It's just annoying to me, isn't it? It's just so annoying. Like, I can't even be around anybody disgusting. Like, I can't do it. I just literally cannot do it. It just didn't feel right. I don't know. Nothing feels right, you know what I mean? I don't remember what I had in here. Just put it in there. It doesn't feel right sometimes. It's probably juice or something. Okay, Hebius Globan. I don't know if I said that yesterday, but Hebius Globan has an interdimensional door downstairs underneath my bedroom. It's in the dining room, and I see him walk in it when I'm laying in my bed. Usually is when I'm laying in my bed at night, and I see like a poltergeist door open, and he looks like a poltergeist form. And if y'all want me to over explain that to y'all, it's like stringy goo energy. Okay, it's like stringy light goo energy. And then I watch him go through the door. Um, that's where his door is, his interdimensional door. And he always goes in. He's gone in a bunch. And I told y'all that's where Link's door is, and Link has Zelda. And I was thinking about Hebius Globan last night, and I was like, man, that is such a cool name. Did I say that yesterday? I don't remember if I said that. I keep thinking I said a medical term that I don't remember. I'm like, did I say Hebius Globan or did I say the medical term? I don't know. And I just don't even want to go back and watch my video from yesterday. But anyway, I was like, Hebius Globan. That is such a cool name. That is the coolest name, Hebius Globan. Hebius Globan. And then it like freaked out a bunch of people when he said it, because we were thinking together. We were thinking as one, me and Ryan. And we both heard the name Hebius Globan. He said, yes, I know what my name is, Liz. It's Hebius Globan. And I was like, that is crazy. This is crazy. And he's like, yes, my name is Hebius Globan, Liz. I know what my name is. And I was like, okay, that's a very unique, those are very unique sounds that make words that go together, that are being, communicated to each other on the telepathic airwaves. Ryan and I are good, but sometimes Ryan and I blow our own minds. Ryan and I blow our own minds every single goddamn year, if you have to know the truth. Ryan and I blow our own goddamn minds every single year. Every single year we're like, we can do what? We could do what? Okay, Ryan and I know that we're telepathically communicating, but our telepathic communication just got upgraded, obviously, and Hebius Globan was a definite indication of that. My bed beat me up last night. Okay, my bed beat me up last night. I got cramps on the back, like here. I had to take some Advil this morning. I'm all kinds of jacked up, honestly, and it feels like my legs ran a marathon. I don't run anymore, really, so it feels like my legs ran a marathon, and like my it like hurts to turn this way. It hurts a lot, so I had to take some Advil. Ugh. So yeah, I'm all jacked up this morning. Um, so what was I saying? Yeah, Hebius Globan. I kept thinking about Hebius Globan last night. And when I was a kid, I used to get my blood drawn and stuff. And the doctor, when I got my blood drawn when I was a kid, they said, "You have a high bilirubin count." We're into occult. We're not into like medical doctors and stuff like that. We were all thinking about it together. You have a high bilirubin count. And that was a message straight to Hebius Globan, the count vampire of my dreams. The one that sat on my bed in high school that I told y'all about and had a doll head and dumped it upside down and it spilled water all over my bed in high school, and it looked just like Hebius Globan, aka Ryan. And yeah, you have a high bilirubin count. That had me cracking up for days because they were saying I have a high bilirubin count, and you can Google that. That's a medical term or analogy or whatever. And but they were actually what they were actually were saying was you have a high bilirubin count, and I was like, Hebius Globan, your girlfriend, her name is Billy Rubin. That's twin communication talking to each other. So I was like, her name's Billy Rubin. That's me, right? I was like, I live in the house. And he's like, well, who is it? I'm like, well, I live in the house. So I think it's me, Ryan. I think you're safe. It's Billy Rubin. Her name's Billy Rubin. And I was like, is it the demon? Is it the really pretty demon with the big bat wings? And I was like, no, I don't think that's Billy Rubin. It could be. She feels more like Billy Rubin today. Maybe because we're bifurcating from from the basic bitches, but she didn't feel like Billy Rubin yesterday. But she feels more like Billy Rubin today. Um. Anyway, that was really cool. That was really cool. She might have bluish skin because I will keep going back to my ancient telomere suit. So she might be a cross between the ancient telomere suit and that really very pretty demon. If y'all saw it, her in your mind's eye, my pretty demon suit. Um, it might be like a cross between those two because I see, but it might be both because Hakuken is now Alex's telomere suit, so they're kind of because they're bifurcating, they're changing. But anyway, I thought that was really cool. You have a high bilirubin count. See, it didn't even mean anything in a medical terminology. It meant you have a high bilirubin count, and her name is Zelda, and you need to get her back. You don't just have bilirubin; you also have a high bilirubin, a bilirubin that exists on the high plane. That's what it meant, okay? Because you over-explaining stupid people eaters, stupid people eaters, you purple people eaters out there. Okay, they announce here the only thing on the planet, and then it starts. That's what Claire said last night. And we said, what is it? And they said the envy. They announce I'm the only thing on the planet. Didn't Joe Biden say that yesterday? Joe Biden said that yesterday. He's talking about the drones. He said there's only one. If you listen to Joe Biden's speech about the drones, he said that, well, there's only one. Hey, who's the one? I don't know. It might be Liz. It might be me. Okay. Um, it might be me, y'all. You already said it. So they announced it. And then it starts. I'm thinking it means then they start to go crazy. That's what I'm thinking it means, not the envy. stupid Melinas out there. I think because y'all been envious of me my entire fucking life, so that's nothing new. I think it's the crazy. I think it's the crazy. I think y'all go crazy when they announce it. Okay, because it's the truth, and it makes y'all go crazy, and y'all have the synthetic lists, and then y'all think that you can survive with synthetic lists. You can't survive with synthetic lists. We don't need you anymore, lists. We got synthetic lists. No, you you can't survive with synthetic lists. I'm so sorry to tell y'all. So sorry to tell y'all. Keep lying to yourself, Becky. That's why you refused to bifurcate from me for 44 years. Because you can live without me. Okay, saw me and zombie me. Uh, Yeah, you're about to experience all those people that said it's the envy. Y'all are about to experience nothing there. Nothing's there because of it. Because of you keep saying, "Oh, the envy's going to happen when you announce you're the only thing." Liz, y'all been envious of me my entire fucking life, Becky. That's something that I'm extremely used to. Okay, so because y'all are lying to yourselves and y'all think you can live off synthetic lists and whatever, y'all are about to experience nothing's there, and some of y'all are already experiencing nothing's there. Okay, it means I pulled my energy back from those people. I saw the Black Widow sign yesterday. That means space is about to eat it. Okay, that's what that means. Space is about to eat. That's what it means. Okay, I forgot to say that Hayden put his hand on the ground um yesterday as well when he came down from space. When I saw my husband come down from space, Mr. Anakin, he put his hand on the ground as well to call to space, right? Okay, I saw me on the phone and zombie me, and I saw me on the phone, and then next to me was zombie me, and I was like, "Look at me, I'm dead, I'm dead." Okay, she was a zombie, and she was literally dead. Okay, and I said the father and lease are fleece or fleece. Well, I'm wearing a lot of fleece, but it's also fleas. The father and lease are fleas. Remember that when that happened last time? How can we forget? How can we forget the last time the fleas happened? We all were electrocuted for days, remember? All right. I was with my husband last night in my dream. And then I had so I saw another. Well, he's from space, isn't he? Isn't Ryan from space? Isn't Hayden from space? Are they from the same place? Are they both from the space station? No way. Pretty sure they're from the same place. Okay. Um yeah, so there was a rewrite when I left my job last year. Oh my god. After this, I usually make some French toast. I make two pieces of French toast and two or three pieces of bacon, and that's like my main meal of the day. And it's delicious and it's nutritious, and that's my main meal of the day. And then I kind of see how the day goes to see what else I eat. I think what else did I? I think I ate that, and then I ate a American cheese and salami. What the fuck is it called? I can't remember, but whatever the spicy meatloaf, spicy deli meat is called. I can't remember what it's called right now. Salami? I don't know. Anyway, I ate that with jalapeno and mayonnaise, jalapenos and mayonnaise with toasted bread yesterday. And then I had a piece of pecan pie for dinner. Okay, because that's what I'm eating here. And I really wanted to drive and go get some Burger King and a box of wine last night, but I couldn't do it. I was remembering my life last year when I could do that, when I got the midnight munchies, and I could do that. I was remembering that last year when I was in Kenosha, and that must have called forward this other timeline that came forward. And so there's like a lower timeline of working last year, and that's with a fake list. It's with a fake list. It's not real. It's not real, me. Okay, it's not real. Okay. Um, Went right back to my job after I left because my friends talked me into it. I think at my job, and they were like, "Well, why are you leaving us?" They were like very sweet about it and very kind about it, and they were very very sad, and they were just like, "Well, why are you leaving us?" And I told them why. I can't afford my rent, and I'm going underwater here, and it doesn't make sense, and y'all won't let me move back to New York, won't let me move home so I can save up money and buy a house and have everything perfectly situated and stuff like that. And they felt bad, and they were like, "Well, why don't you try to get some roommates?" You know what I mean? And then they tried to help me find like the perfect place. Like they were very very sweet coworkers. Very sweet coworkers that tried to help me find roommates and stuff like that in a place that I could afford. And they went out of their way to be kind to me to try to find a place that I could afford since I'm not from the location and I don't really know the area that well. And that was another reason why I wanted to leave. I'm like, well, I don't know, where to find a roommate or whatever, or where to live to be able to afford it. And I'm going to be a burden to these people if I keep asking them all these questions and stuff like that. And they went above and beyond in this timeline, and they helped me find a place with roommates. And I agreed to it because I wanted to work on my living skills with roommates. Can you imagine a princess wanting to work on her living skills with roommates and y'all buying that shit? I think that's funny. Because some of y'all are like, there's a timeline where the energy didn't fight back. How did we get to that timeline? Yeah, because it ain't the princess. It's not the princess in that timeline. Do y'all get that, or y'all still confused, huh? I mean, Brandon Lee has been taking care of me again all year. But anyway, and my 4-2 face is Brandon Lee, and it's also Ezra Miller. But you know what I mean. But Ezra Miller has been like popping through me like a solid person, and so has Mr. Brandon all year. Lest I forget. So my 4-2 faces are popping through me. I think those are both movie stars in the 3D scape. I think Brandon Lee and Ezra Miller are both movie stars in the 3D scape, and that's very impressive on a 3D level. So I don't know if I'm not the princess, I'm at least a very special 3D person to have those two 3D men be in my 4-2 face. Okay, went right back to the job. Oh yeah, so I got roommates, okay, in this alternate timeline where it was a fake list. And I wanted to work on my skills living with Hayden and my court. So I moved into a house with like all boys. And they were like, they were like, hit on your roommates, okay? You'll end up marrying the skinny one. And I was like, I never thought of hitting on my roommates because they're just my friends. And they're like, well, they're boys you live with, so why don't you hit on them and see, where it goes? You'll probably marry the skinny one that you like. You know what I mean? He's the nicest one. You'll probably marry him. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. It's just another fake princess trying to steal my narrative, is what it is. Living in a house of dudes because she thinks she's included and she thinks she's going to marry 5 dudes, right? Because she thinks she's a princess, but she's working on her skills. She's working on her roommate skills, but she's a special princess. I think that's funny. Um, but I didn't want to acknowledge it in this scenario, so this is when Dad didn't step in. Right, so that's why I said, like, this is when Dad didn't step in because it's a fake princess, so this is a girl that's going along her, or a woman going along her life, imagining that she's fake princess, but imagine that she's special princess, but she's fake phony baloney princess. um, and then one of my old roommates, who was my best friend, because the basic bitches were like, there's a scenario where the energy didn't fight back. I want to go to that timeline. The basic bitches said. And my best friend, who did used to actually be one of my roommates, and she was a woman, she said, yeah, you end up deleted, you end up deactivated, you end up in called a deleted scene, called things that I'm not allowed to say apparently, and Hayden's got to adjust the timeline so I can say this stuff. um because you can't treat her like a regular person. She's the special princess, and like everybody kind of knows that. But y'all, like, there's always one of them in the gang. There's always one roommate in the gang that falls off and treats me like a normal person, and then that deactivates the entire household. And my poor best friend, she had to go through that multiple times because she was my roommate multiple times. But she doesn't have any space codes or anything. She's just a normal 3D. That's really funny, Dawn. She's like, here we go again. Let's see, we got Rutgers. They're like, count the times. Okay, let's see, we got Rutgers. What was after Rutgers? It's so hard to remember. What the hell was after Rutgers? Where the hell is? Oh, I think she moved to a house in New Brunswick, right? I hardly remember that house. So that definitely, we were definitely deactivated in that house because I hardly remember that house. With Monica, I think, with Monica. And she has a famous brother. I don't know. I don't remember his name. I know. I'm sorry, guys. But she has a famous brother that's a vampire too, on a vampire show, but he's obviously a real vampire. I think Vampire Diaries he's from. Paul. That's his name, Paul. Monica tried to set me up with him. She was like, I think Liz and Paul would like each other because they're both really pretty Hollywood people. Let me try to set them up. Monica was so pretty, or she still is very pretty, but I always thought Monica was like the prettiest girl. And she was very, very sweet. It was Monica and Dawn, and so, that it probably happened there. And yeah, Paul from Vampire Diaries, that's her brother. That's her actual real life actual brother. I already told you I know a lot of famous people. They're stupid. Okay. Um yeah, she was like she said it a couple of times. Like, I want her to come to a bar with me and Paul. I want her to meet Paul. Did you not, Monica? Because I'm like short. I'm like short comparatively, so like I'm like a good fit for like a lot of men, and I'm obviously like cute and sweet and whatever. Anyway, okay, so it never happened, but it was on the docket a few times. It probably did happen. Probably did happen, and it's probably a deleted scene. Okay, there we go. We're saying it. It probably did happen, and it probably was a deleted scene. Um, Paul's very nice. He's sort of like a Jake. He's sort of like a Jake. He's a very nice guy. He's talked to me over the screen before. All right. And Monica was a model. I believe she was actually a Monica. I don't know, but she was really gorgeous. I think she was a model for a while. I think she was an actual model for a while. Um. Okay. And she married Remy. He's Egyptian, and he's actually Egyptian. So there you go. Are we talking about ancient Egypt, Remy? Okay. Okay. And then after, I guess maybe they wanted me to talk about them or something because we're talk about the house we used to live in with the air conditioner. I think the air conditioner fell out the window of the second floor. That's all I remember about the house. We were crazy. We were crazy kids. And then after that was um, she lived by herself for a while. Thank God. In Davis, she lived by herself, so I was her only roommate when I used to come to visit her. Okay. Okay. I think that's enough about Dawn. Yeah, synthetic lists. They end up not needing you. That's what's happening to the world. It doesn't need you. That's what Becca said, my bestie from Mattel, and she's saying that because she's not bifurcating from certain people. But anyway, they end up not needing you. That's what's happening to the world. It doesn't need you, Liz. What y'all need is anyway. It's just one stupid statement after another from these people. You know what I mean? Doesn't when they said that, I said, "Do y'all listen to Gigi or not? Do y'all listen to your teacher or not?" She's already told you it doesn't work with synthetic lists. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Why am I on top of the pyramid upside down? Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't work. It's a it's a pick up and drop show is what it is. It's a pick up and drop show. Okay, that's what it is. It's a pick up and drop show. It's always the same. It's always the same type of game. Y'all think it's like you're special or something. Like y'all think you found like a workaround, and it just keeps going. And y'all think it, and it just doesn't it get worse every year. Okay, isn't it getting harder to live? Isn't it reflected in reality? Isn't it reflected with inflation and bills and everything like that? Is you know what I mean? It's getting harder to live, not easier to live. That's me like pulling my energy back from everything. Um, so that's what's happening. Okay, that you need to worship the real Lord, and you can't worship synthetic lists to have your power restored. Don't I say that every single day, Hayden? Okay, the replacements. Maybe I'll talk about that later. I think I'm done and I want another cup of coffee.